everyone, it's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 14, episode 1. So we are on a brand new season. How is everyone? How has your week been? Actually 2 weeks, because I was sick last week and it was the season break. Yes, so as you guys know, I've been pretty much sick since Christmas. And I was finally starting to feel better, and then I got a cold again. I think it might have been shingles. I don't know. I have this really gross one. I don't think people want to see it. I don't know if I can lift up my sleeve. But no, I can't show you, but it's got a big scab right here. Anyways, I think it's shingles. That's like chicken pox for adults. So, anyways, I had a really sore throat and everything, and then the last about 3 or 4 days it became like a sinus cold. So today I am feeling better. It's still a bit of a sinus thing, but I have the energy to get things done around the house. So hopefully... Okay, girls, not right now. Sorry, dogs are playing. So hopefully in the next few days I will have the energy to start doing my workouts again, especially, well, like yoga definitely, and then maybe even cardio. Me and Steve are still eating healthy. I almost didn't have a plant for today on my table or anything because the tables are in front. You can't see them. But I decided to bring this guy. So we got this owl pot from Steve's mom and stepdad for Christmas. And I absolutely love it. But I didn't know what plant I would put in it. But I think this one works really well. This is a snake plant. It's a succulent. So like a cactus without spikes. And it's one type of a snake plant. So yes, we'll see how well he does there. But I think it looks all right. So I don't know if I were to set him where you can see him, it'll just look like some weird spikes coming up if I don't have him like front and center, but I don't have a table this high, so I don't know where to put him. But I don't want you guys to think that I didn't bring a plant. I almost forgot him. Let's see if I bring, see, that just looks kind of weird that there's just some weird green spikes. Anyways, that's where my glass is with my water and stuff. So okay, so this outfit, I love that this scarf matches this shirt, and I've had it out for so long to wear, but as soon as I put it on, I didn't know if I should wear this in my hair or whatever, but as soon as I put it on, Steve said it reminded him of like a flight attendant. So that's what I went for, the look of a flight attendant. That's why I have it over to the side. But I love that they go together. It's not something I would technically ever wear really, but for the purpose of this is when I get to experiment more with outfits. And speaking of things, I've never used these pillowcases. They came from the warehouse, and there's like 7 or 8, yes, 7. Some of them have pink flowers, and some of them have like, well, it's very pale pink, and some of them are white. And there's 7 of them, and I have them out for the Easter and spring decor. Like white pillowcases might not be the best idea with animals and stuff, but use them or lose them, right? So this is my first time using them, and we'll see how they do. I don't know if it looks like too much with all of them. I could have just used a couple, and then when those got really wrecked and everything else, use more, but whatever. It is what it is. So I can wait for a few more people to come on. As I said, we're still eating healthy, and as you can see, it's still the gin glass, and it says you're bloomin' lovely, but it is water. No ice this time because the water's cold already coming out of the fridge, and then remember last time I ran out of water because I had more ice than water. So I guess I could go on with some things. As you guys know, I have like so many books that I want to read, and like an order of books. So I am reading this one right now, The Many Faces of Maid. So Maid is a medically assistance in dying. So it's like euthanasia, assisted suicide, whatever you want to call it. It's good so far. This one's based from Canada. What to expect when someone you know chooses medical assistance in dying, whether it's yourself or someone you know. So yeah, I already did that. That's a good one. So I'm reading that right now. I think I'm on chapter 3. And then next is, and I hate to show this one again because the puppy chewed it up, but I love, because I've written a journal since I was 6, I love the idea of journals. Like, I bought the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books when they first came out, before that I realized they were going to be like a huge phenomenon. So, but this one is The Secret Diary of a British Muslim, and it is in a diary format. So I love the idea of reading other people's journals, and I can't wait to get my journals published one day too. It might actually happen after I die, who knows? But so yeah, I love the idea of reading other people's journals, and this is the one that I want to read next. It's already on my phone, ready to read, but something snuck ahead of this one, and I can kind of read it in between. And same with that one, because it's in the diary format, I can just read like a bit of it at a time. But The Wild Remedy. The Wild Remedy, How Nature Mends Us, a diary. Again, it says a diary, but it's not like day-to-day diary. It goes in the seasons and talks about things. So, and months. Seasons, months. So, let me tell you what it says. Okay, the back is what other people say. That talks about her. Where is the synopsis for the book? Okay, Emma Mitchell, that is the author. Emma Mitchell has suffered with depression, or as she calls it, the gray slug, for 25 years. In 2003, she moved from the city to the edge of the Cambridgeshire Fens and began to take walks in the countryside around her home, photographing, collecting, and drawing as she went. Each walk lifted her mood, proving to be as medicinal as any talking therapy or pharmaceutical. In Emma's hand-illustrated diary, she takes us with her as she follows the paths and trails around her home and further afield, sharing her nature finds and tracking the lives of local flora and fauna over the course of a year, reflecting on how these encounters impact her mood. Emma's unfailingly honest and affecting account of her own struggles with mental health is a powerful testament to how reconnecting with nature may offer us all some answers. While charting her own seasonal highs and sometimes devastating lows, she also looks to the science behind these changes, calling on new research into the ways in which our bodies and minds respond to the plants and wildlife when we venture outdoors. Written with Emma's characteristic wit and frankness, and filled with her beautiful drawings, paintings, and photography, this is a truly unique book for anyone who has ever felt the draw of nature and wondered about its influence over us. So because I obviously suffer from depression as well, I love nature. The photography and drawing and everything else is exciting as well. I thought this would be a really good read, and I've already read the introduction to it, and I'm very excited about it. Sorry if when I was reading that synopsis, I was a bit, I don't know if I was monotone or if I was just like, I realized that like, cause I'm still sick, my throat is not as, like it's getting dry, so it's a good thing I have water. So yeah, it's not, it wasn't as easy to read that as I thought it would be. But not only is this the Wild Remedy a diary, you can also get this, the Wild Remedy Journal, Finding Wellness in Nature. It's just, and I'm not going to write in this necessarily, and you know I have other journals that I'm doing right now, but it has questions and things that go with it as well. So I'm very excited about these. So let me take this, and then I can do both of them. I want hair in that shot. Okay, I made pork steaks for dinner, which is like pork chops without the bone. So I have like pork stuck in my teeth. It's very annoying. And this bra, yesterday was my first time wearing it, and the straps need to be tightened. It's kind of annoying. What else do we want to talk about? What have you guys been up to in the last week? I have just been trying to get better from the cold, and then trying to clean up and do the things that I haven't been able to do while I've been sick. Tidying the house, decorating for Easter, and I was going to say Halloween. Decorating for spring and Easter. There's also St. Patrick's Day, so I think next week and the week after we'll have a St. Patrick's Day theme. And then the weeks after that will be Easter themed, because before you know it, Easter will be here. It's on March 31st, Easter, so just going to have some water. Do you guys have any plans for Easter? I think one of the Easter days I'll do some Easter crafts or snacks like we've done with the other different things. We don't have any specific plans for Easter. Oh wait, something's coming up. Something's coming up in a few days. I can't remember. I just talked to Steve about it and I can't remember what it is. But then also, my niece Felicity is going to be 6. Yeah, I believe 6 years old. And hang on, let me count. Yeah, because... Yeah. Wait. Yes, 6 years old, because however long me and Steve have been married, because Samantha was pregnant with Danielle at our wedding, so we got married, it's been 6 years, and then March, she had, okay, so Felicity and Samantha's daughter Danielle are the same age. So Felicity's going to be 6 on the 8th, which is International Women's Day, and then Danielle turns 6 on the 20th. Yes, and then our grandson, Jackson, will be the big 1 year old on March 21st, which is also not St. Patrick's Day. That's on the 17th. But I want to say something else falls on the 21st as well, but I can't remember. So anyways, yeah, me and Steve and Erica, our 15-year-old, went to a play last night. That was really good. It was the Harlequin Theatre in Northwich. It's just a local theater, a small theater group. And me and Steve go, the plays are every 6 weeks or so. They have a different play for 2 or 3 nights. So we've gone to a few of them, and we went last night, and Erica wants to be a drama teacher, so she thought she'd be interested in going, and she really enjoyed it, so we all enjoyed it. Then, what else? Okay, so today's Thomas, our 22-year-old, he put orange plastic fencing around the patch of grass that we have in the back so that I can reseed it and the dogs will stay off of it while the grass grows, so we can get a nice patch of grass instead of the mud that's there. What else is going on in life? I want to be out in the greenhouse, obviously, but I'm still getting stuff done in the house. I am happy how things are coming together because I'm either getting rid of things or just reorganizing things in the rooms slowly but surely are getting like emptier, but like more comfy, like not empty as in like a minimalist necessarily, but empty as in just a nice amount of things, like not too cluttered, but warm feeling and clean. And the less things that are in a room, the easier it is to keep clean. So, and then now that the orange fencing is around the muddy grass, dogs won't be tracking in mud as much in the house as well, so that'll keep the house cleaner as well. Oh, what else is on our agenda? I am ready to be outside soon. The weather is changing. Spring is springing, and I just need to get things done out in the garden and get things ready for when we go to Canada in the summer. So that's very exciting. There's like it's a different year in the garden for me because it'll be more of a simple one because, like I said, I haven't started anything from seeds. I'm going to put all my dahlias and my cannas and my bananas, I'm going to put them right directly into what I call the ground, but it's actually the big raised bed. I'm going to dig that out and drop them right in and let them grow under the polytunnel until the frosts are gone. But they're going to go straight in there. So they'll be bigger this year than normal and they'll look really good, but they will also not need, like they'll be watered by the rain and they'll be easier to take care of for whoever is taking care of our property while we're gone, and also, or my plants specifically anyways, and then also it's less pots for that person to water. So that is exciting. I'm excited to see what the display will be like, but yeah, I gotta dig some big holes for some of those big pots with the cannas and such in it, yeah. So March. Okay, yes, Erica has an interview for college coming up. I need to look at my calendar because I need to write some things down. I know there's some dentist appointments coming up and time is just going so quickly. I can't believe February is already over, but not only that, it's already March 3rd, Like tomorrow's March 4th. So not only are we in March now, like it's already just speeding by. So, today, okay, so I made this thing before and it's kind of half my recipe, half found on the internet, and I made it once before, but I made it again today and Steve really liked it. And last time I used red onion, purple onion, red onion. Today I forgot and I had already cut up a white onion, so today I made it with white onion. It's just as good. So butternut squash, onion. So do your onion and garlic. I minced some garlic, and then I diced the butternut squash and I cooked it in the microwave because I wanted it to be quick. Last time I did it in the oven, but this time I was trying to be quick, so I put it in the microwave while I was doing the onions and garlic. Then I put the butternut squash in. Then I put goat's cheese, just a small thing of goat's cheese in it, and I used a whole bag of spinach, of like fresh spinach, and mix that all up until the spinach like wilts. So yummy. And but then this is the best part, is the spices that go in it are sumac, cumin, and cinnamon. So you put that in it, and that is, I think, what makes it just how delicious it is. And then also it's quite healthy. So I made that along with, as I said before, pork steaks, which I still have in my teeth. Yeah, that was dinner tonight for the kids, which they are absolutely welcome to eat that. But me and Steve aren't eating carbs, so I did do white pasta just with tomato soup on, which is how Erica likes it. So that's, and the other kids will eat it too. So if they wanted to be more filling and didn't want to have our delicious veggies, they just had pasta with tomato soup on it and pork steaks. There's like pork. I didn't realize it. I thought Steve bought 2 packs of pork chops or pork steaks, but he didn't. He bought 1 pack of pork steaks and 1 pack of pork loin. So I'd accidentally like already opened the package. So we put those in the pressure cooker, and Steve will make something with them tomorrow. I only put like onion and garlic and them and a little bit of gravy granules in with that. So we'll see what he's going to make with that tomorrow. Like a pork stew or pork, I'm not sure what he's planning. But we babysat Jackson today for a little bit, our little grandson, so that was nice. And my car is in for repairs finally, because I think I told you guys before that I basically need a boost every time to get my car going. It was some kind of circuit fault. What did they say now? So now that I brought it actually to Peugeot for them to fix, my car's it's a 2017, so it's not old at all, but so 7 years old. It is a battery, I don't know, it's like a communication fault or something. So there's some kind of circuit, like communication between the battery and the rest of it. So anyways, whatever. They're supposed to fix it. I'm hoping it'll be ready like Monday or Tuesday. But we had brought it in last week. Its appointment was for Wednesday, so they've had it a few days already. We'll see. So my car is getting fixed, which means I am not stuck at home because, you know, I can leave any time. But then I'd be walking, which is fine. I don't mind the walking, but I don't like... So if I need to go pick things up from the shop, it's not the walking there or the walking back that I mind. I just hate carrying things. So I need one of those little trolleys like old grandmas have to wheel behind me or in front of me. What else is new? Let me go through all the things. So I've told you guys about fitness. I've told you guys about food. I've told you guys about reading, watching TV. Me and Steve watched a series. I can't remember if I talked about it before because we just started watching it, but it's called Kin, K-I-N, short for Kinsella, the last name of the characters in it. And Rachel, my best friend growing up, Rachel went to school with someone named Jason. We called him Jason Kinsella, same spelling, Kinsella, Kinsella. But he was also my paper boy. That's but they say in Ireland they say Kinsella. So this is the Kinsella family in the series Kin. There's only 2 seasons so far, but they're really good. It's like a drug dealing family type thing. I don't know. But it was a very good series. So me and Steve watched those 2 seasons of Kinsella. And there's a show called Doc Martin. And it's about a doctor. I swear he's probably autistic or on the spectrum, but when this first came out, like 20 years ago, probably, they didn't really talk about it like that, but he's got a very quirky personality, says it like it is, and it's a really good show, and it's based in a little town, a little fishing town kind of thing in England, but yeah, it's called Doc Martin, and Steve and I are watching that from the beginning. He's already seen them, but I haven't, and I'm really enjoying it, even season 1. Oh, we might actually, I think we're on season 2 now, but they are right from the beginning. They're really good, and I do like his quirky personality. So Doc Martin, what else are we watching? I think the UK Celebrity Big Brother starts today or tomorrow, so that starts soon. So that's exciting. I love my Big Brother. And I don't know what else, I can't think. So it must be just a quiet Sunday because nobody seems to be around. So it's just me rambling to myself. I don't know what else to tell you guys about. I'm just really happy that the house is pretty clean and I organized the greenhouse and just slowly but surely everything's getting done. So yeah, like actually, like before I came on here, I was vacuuming the landing and entranceway, and now I just need to mop the floors there. Oh, I vacuumed the laundry room and I vacuumed the bathroom downstairs, so those floors need to be mopped as well. But after that, like even I forgot something in the office that I want to open with you guys, like a box opening. What do you call it? Unboxing. The office is pretty clean. Our bedroom is pretty clean. Like everything is like being maintained. This is what happens right before the season for me to get outside. I've been in the house now long enough. Obviously it didn't work out as well because of being sick, but the house is clean. Everything's like in order, looking good. And then it's gardening season and I'll be outside and the house will just fall apart again. But don't worry, next autumn, winter, it'll get clean eventually again. So yeah, I want to do an unboxing with you guys, so you just have to bear with me for 1 second. I had it ready on my desk, but I forgot to bring it out here. One moment, though, I'm going to just climb under the light. So if my phone wiggles, that's just me knocking the light as I go to... I'm back. I'm just going to climb underneath the light again. Okay, so as you guys may or may not know, I like to support not only small businesses, but my friends and family when they have businesses and different things. So even if I only order or purchase something from you guys once, I still like to show my support, or even if I just share it with other people who are local to the area that you are. Now, this is a little bit more of an expensive purchase for me, only because it's a friend in Australia. She's from Canada. Both of us are from Canada. But she moved to Australia before I moved here for love. She met someone on the internet and fell in love, moved to Australia. They're married. She had a daughter before and she has a daughter with him as well, her husband. She's been there quite a while, like I said, before I even moved here. And she has this company now that she makes candles. And this is upside down right now, but Capsura candles, and I wanted to support her business, but like I said, it is kind of the shipping from Australia. It is quite a distance, so it makes sense that it would be expensive, but I still wanted to support it. So I haven't opened this yet, but I am excited. I mean, I know what's in it because I'm the one who ordered it, but okay. The dog is getting excited like this is some kind of treat for her. Which is the top? That was the packing label. Let's just assume the fragile sticker's on top. Yeah, Lena. Grumble, grumble. So I love her logo with the moth. So it's home... candles Oh, and she's got a nice, it's got tissue paper and a nice label. What was I going to say? So, hand-poured candles. Cocoa soy candles. So I think they're vegan or something. I don't know. Let's see what it says on the things that come with it. Already smells good. So, candle care. Okay, so Capsura with compliments. We are so touched that you chose to support our small business, and we hope you love your new product as much as we love creating it. As a gift to you, please accept this 10% off gift code, okay, to use on your next purchase. Love your product? Be sure to snap, post, and tag. All right, love and thanks, Capsura. You can see them on Instagram, Facebook, and what's that? Oh, TikTok, I think. Or you can go to www.capsura, so KAPSOURA, candles.com. It doesn't say on here, but I know I read on there what they were made with, so that's the information. If you can see that. And then this is just candle care, but I love the moth. So those will be good for scrapbooking as well. Packing peanuts. I don't know where to put the packing peanuts. Well, I didn't think this through, did I? How do I get the boxes out without making a mess with packing peanuts? Okay. All right, so this is a little box, discovery set, 8 20-gram fragrant candles. So what this is the discovery set is, and I think this is a perfect starter thing, is because it has all the different scents of candles, so that I can get not a taste, because I'm not going to taste them, but to see what each one is like, to see if I would, like, this is called A Weekend in May. And what does it say about A Weekend in May? Essence of clove, thyme, and patchouli. Oh, it unscrews. Oh, yeah. Yep, that is beautiful. Wow, that's gorgeous. So it's like a tea light, and then I have all the different flavors so I can see which one I like the best. And then I also got one that I like the name of. It's called Go Ask Alice. And as you guys know, Alice was my grandma, and one of our daughters, Allison, is named after my grandma Alice. So I thought I would get Go Ask Alice. Go Ask Alice is essence of Calabrian, bergamot, jasmine, and white tea. So, nice box. Oh, I showed you that already. Beautiful design on the jar. Really, really pretty. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Elegant. Very elegant. And then it tells you what it is on here. Please remove dust cover before lighting. Capsura, life should be fragrant. That's gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? So that is one of my friends who moved to Australia, and this is what she's doing with her business, and I thought I would support it. So really excited to try these candles and see. And I mean, it was expensive, but it wasn't like break the bank. The only thing is, obviously, she can't ship candles. She can't ship matches internationally, but I really liked the matchbox that they were in. But that is because of the little moth. So I wanted to unbox that with you guys because I was excited about it, and I knew it would give me something to do on this episode. And oh my gosh, I'm just overwhelmed with scents right now, but like not in a overwhelming like perfume area way, but like in a nice, subtle, like very calming scented way. Mom says, hi Lisa. Hi Mom, hope you're well. Just gonna use my fat finger to check our time. We're only halfway through, so I still have a half an hour of rambling to you guys. But what haven't we talked about? So that box is in the way there now. So, what else do you guys want to talk about? What's new with you? Is there anything new with our children? Amy and James put an offer on a house, so they're just waiting. It's been accepted, but you know, all the paperwork and all that stuff, so I'll let you know when that is finalized. Owen and Bobby, I can't remember anything specific they've been up to. Allison and Ash. Aurora is doing fine, doing plastering, and Erica studying for her exams. Oh, my mom says hi from Melody too. Hi, Melody. Has your snow melted there, Mom and Melody? And did I go through all the kids? And Tom is working and studying his dog training stuff still too. So always moving forward. Oh, those candles are, like I said, it is like, and that's all of them together. It's so, and that's me with the sinus thing as well. Like, it's such a mild but beautiful scent. I can't wait to burn them and see how well the scent works in the room and everything. Melody, I know you love your candles too, so again, I know, oh, here, it's on the back, our mission statement. It's on the back of the box. I know that it is a bit expensive to order from Australia, but like I said, I wanted to support a business. Let's see, I can use this too. She's got the ribbon. This is how elegant and beautiful it is, and so obviously, yeah, that I can use this ribbon for scrapbooking as well. Okay, so on the back it says, timelessness rather than trend. Our mission. Capsura is a hand-poured, small-batch candle company that works hard to provide clean-burning, eclectic scented candles to stimulate the senses. Inspired by mood, memory, and music. Our candles are safe for your health, home, animal friends, and our beautiful planet. Although candles bring relaxation, memories, and comfort, their open flame can be hazardous when not monitored properly. We want to make sure that you burn your Capsura candles happily and safely, so please follow the guidelines and respect the flame. Oh yeah, okay, and then it just tells you all the, yeah, so, gorgeous. Getting excited for Canada. I know me and Steve need to like really figure out our dates for different things and stuff like that. It's pretty much, I think it's going to be about mid-July to mid-August, but I don't know if it'll be 4 or 5 weeks or more, but we'll do at least 4 weeks, if not 5 or 6, I don't know, but at least 4 weeks in Canada. Yeah, so like I said, the next few weeks I'm just going to be trying to get in the garden more. When it's Easter break for the kids out of school, Thomas painted his own room like a few weeks ago, gray. It looks so good, and he keeps his room clean. It looks so much more, he's gone with like a darker furniture and gray walls, and like it looks so much more grown up. And with him keeping it cleaner, and yes, so it's very grown up. It looks really good, and then he likes to keep it clean for the dog as well, so that there's less things for her to chew and everything. His room looks really good. But the girls, as you know, Allison's room was painted when she moved into that small room, so hers doesn't need it. But the two girls, Aurora and Erica, they have nice furniture and everything else. They could keep their room cleaner, but it hasn't been painted since we moved here. So my plan is Easter break, when they're both home, that we're going to work on their room. So we'll see how that goes. I know that when the weather's nice, I'm going to want to be outside, but I also want their room to feel good as well. So that will happen. Like I said, I painted the laundry room, even though the walls need redoing and it won't be a laundry room forever. I still use some old paint that we have in the garage just to paint the walls to make it feel better in there. So, and then with the downstairs bathroom being pretty much done, the shower stall still needs sealing, and the drainage does go out the wall, but it needs to be connected to the soil pipe, is that what it's called? Soil stack. But the bathroom is basically, oh, and the radiator needs to be put back on, but we need to put the baseboard behind, like on the wall first before the radiator goes on because of the water pipes that go into the radiator. So, but everything is just looking so good, and it looks even better when it's clean, and I'm so excited. And because I did like a light green, like sagey color walls in the bathroom downstairs, and then Steve likes the dark green for the accent color. That is where I'm going to put the, I know that we're already into March, but I'm going to decorate that with the St. Patrick's Day stuff, and I'll do that right away. The bathroom is clean. I just needed to do the floors, and I washed the carpets for in there. Are they called carpets? Rugs? Yeah, just rugs, like, you know, like bath mats and stuff. I washed them, so they're ready to go back on the floor, but I want to mop, I vacuumed it now. I want to mop it, put those back down, and put the stuff in there, and it'll look really good. I just wish the radiator was on there too, because yes, the weather did warm up, but overnight we're having like below freezing right now, and so it's just really chilly in that bathroom for my plants with no radiator on. I have been going outside and lighting the heater. In the greenhouse I have an electric heater, so that's easy enough to turn on or off, but in the polytunnel it's a paraffin heater that needs to be lit. So I need to light that before it goes below zero. Not a hard thing to do, but I watch because I don't want to use too much paraffin as well, because that's money. So I watch the temperature, and I go out before it gets to zero, definitely, or when I'm ready to go to bed. And then when I wake up, I go and shut it off if it's above zero. So most of the plant, like obviously the plants in there, they just need to be frost free. So well, I don't know what to tell you guys. I would like to hope that I get better and am not sick, because, and I'm not saying I'm the only one. I know that there's other people who have colds that are lingering, and same with Steve. Like, I'm hoping he's feeling better as well, but like being sick since Christmas is a bit crazy. It's a bit of a long time, and I'm ready to not be sick anymore. That would be wonderful. So, after I'm done here, I'm just going to, well, that's the thing, like, part of me just wants to keep, like I said, I need to mop the floors and then put out the St. Patrick's decorations, but actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to just go to bed and read, and I'll do the rest tomorrow. I vacuumed, everything is clean now. It's just finishing putting out some decor for Easter and then the St. Patrick's Day stuff, so I can do that stuff tomorrow. Mop the floors in the entranceway and that, and then, yeah, so just chill. Steve's out with his mate, so I'm going to just chill and read. I might even burn this candle next to the bed, because it just, or even just bring it up beside the bed, because it smells so good. Even if I don't burn it, it just smells yummy. And that will be very relaxing. So I have so many books to read. So many books to read. And I've also started listening to some new books on Audible, like, which is when they read the books to you. But also I listen to podcasts, and it's just like so much. But the Audible ones is good because you can listen to it while you're doing other things. But then you don't have the actual book. You can't lend it out. You can't, well, you can re-listen to it. But there's something about sitting down and actually reading a book. So I like actually reading a book, but I need to make myself sit down more. You'd think with being sick that I had more time to read. However, depending on how sick you are, sometimes you don't feel like doing anything, and that's how this cold was. It was like headaches and not even wanting to focus on TV, not wanting to do anything, basically just sleep. And if I felt good enough, then I might do something small. But yeah, it's just been you guys know how, you may or may not know that for years now I've been doing a photo a day challenge on Instagram and stuff. So just a word or a phrase or something to take a photo of. So like yesterday was on a shelf, so something on a shelf that you take a picture of. Today is flame. Oh, interesting that I opened the candles, because yeah, it's flame today. But what I was saying is that, yeah, I've been doing them for years, and I just find them online for each month, a different one. But I've decided, just like my daily affirmations that I do myself now, I've decided to start doing my own monthly ones. But the reason I hadn't done that in the past is because I like it to kind of be a surprise what I need to do that day. But as you can tell with me just remembering that it's flame today, I made my very first one for March, and I cannot remember what I chose for what days. So I know for the first day it was pink, and the second day, which was yesterday, it was on the shelf, and then the third day, which is today, is a flame. I don't know what tomorrow is. So, but yeah, so there's the photo a day challenge if you want to do it as well. It shows up on my Facebook as well. And we have 20 minutes. Recipes this week, like I said, there's the pork loin, did I say? Is it pork loin that Steve's making some kind of stew with or something? I really need to, I've told you guys about those lamb hearts too that I need to make, so maybe I'll take the lamb hearts out and make those this week. Again, like all these things that I want to do, but when you feel under the weather or rough, it's hard to be inspired to do anything, let alone even do the basics. So we'll see what recipes I make this week. Everybody's been fed. They're fine. They're not starving. But it'll be nice to have my car back as well, and to not need a boost to drive anywhere, so that if I do need to go pick things up, I can just get in my car and go, instead of being like, oh, we need this, can you boost my car or take me to the shop? So I have been drinking more water, less pop, water beside the bed, and that was really, well, I mean, it was good while I was sick that I was definitely drinking less pop, but it was also hard because, like I said, I had really bad headaches, and it took me a bit to realize that part of the headaches were because I wasn't drinking as much pop because I was sick, so I had to take, have these, paracetamol with caffeine, so, or else I could have done, a shot of coffee or something, but I didn't want to eat or drink anything, really, while I was sick, so. What else, you guys? You need to interact with me. Something that I bought, speaking of supporting people's businesses and everything, I love my Tupperware, and I buy my Tupperware from my auntie in Canada, and Auntie Dan, who you guys know is a regular watching these, and I have in the past bought quite a bit of stuff. So here, when Sunny came, I showed you guys when my friend Sunny came over here, he brought some of my Tupperware that I bought, and it was a set of 5 different size bowls, and they were in a pastel colors. And so when Tupperware had the rest of the stuff that matched that they brought out, I bought all the pastel stuff, and I still don't have it. It's all at my mom's waiting for me or whoever comes over here to bring it with them. But I'm really excited about it. But also it is the colors that I use for Easter. So with the Easter decorations in the kitchen, the pastel set of bowls is out in the cupboard and looks really good. So I'm excited to get all those other things that are waiting at my mom's house for me to put on display with my Easter stuff. Yeah, I will do Easter stories for the kiddos. I know I missed the Christmas stories with kiddos because I was sick and everything happened there. But yes, I will be doing some Easter stories for the kiddos, so I'll figure out what day and time I do those, and maybe I will tell people about it sooner than later. Instead of waiting till later, I'll figure out when it is and let you guys know sooner, so that if people want to tune in if they want to tune in live for the stories with the kids, they can do that. Otherwise, I mean, you can always watch it again on catch up. You can play it again, and so I will link to the Easter stories that I read last year. Did I read them for 2 years in a row now? I can't remember. I know I read them last year from inside the greenhouse. But I may have read Easter stories the year before that. I can't remember for sure. But either way, I'll put the links to them So there's those Easter stories, and then the ones that I'll read this year. And if you want me to shout out a hello live to any of the kiddos, grandkids, nieces, nephews, just give me some names and I'll do that on my Easter special. Melody said it snowed again last night, so we got another few inches. Yes, you guys have a lot of snow. It's March, so that's like not surprising for there. But it is here for sorry, still sick, so sometimes I get the cough. For here, our coldest months are usually January and February, which here we had some snow in December, which was really cool for us, like having snow before Christmas. But also, like, now it's March and we're still having the below zero temperatures, which, I mean, isn't like totally abnormal, but usually we don't get too many below zero days, and then there tend to be in January and February. However, as we know all over the world, we cannot predict a thing because things just are changing all the time. So who knows? I am happy eating healthy food, but sometimes I miss snacking. And it's not out of like needing the food for nutrition. It's more out of the flavors of it and I guess the habit of it, like the ritual of it, yeah. Melody says it's minus 14 here. I think it's between it's between 6 and 3 right now. But I know it's supposed to go to -1 overnight, so I need to go start the heater in the polytunnel. I know that doesn't sound cold compared to the fact that it's afternoon right now for you guys and it's minus 14. Yes, the prairies are definitely colder, but for here, it's going to be below zero overnight. That can still be cold for here. Anyways, I'm just happy about the greenhouse that I can be in there. That's exciting. Even if it is just taking care of the plants that are in there. Some of my house plants that are worse for wear, that are looking like, I don't know if they're going to make it or not. I brought them in the greenhouse for a few reasons. It's humid in there, so if I don't want to water them too much because they don't have any leaves or anything, at least it's humid, it's bright. They have hopefully more of a chance of surviving in there. But also then I don't have to worry about, because where do you display houseplants and plants that, I mean, outside again, I can have a graveyard area for all the pots and plants of things that have died, and I can have an area where the ones that I are not doing their best can go and I can see if they're going to survive or not. But when you have houseplants and they're looking not so good, do you leave them in place? Because then that doesn't really look nice. Or do you hide them somewhere? And like even the kitchen windowsill, I'm trying to make things more simple, less crowded. So I don't want just all these half alive houseplants on my kitchen window ledge. So I brought them out to the greenhouse. But that means that I need to definitely make sure to go, if not every day, every second day or so, out in the greenhouse and just check on things, make sure nothing's too dry, make sure, nothing is, that everything's going good in there, not getting eaten by like slugs or something. So, Melody says, hang on, I missed some comments. Okay, it's minus 14 here because of the wind. It feels like minus 23 is what Melody just said. I don't mind the cold, but I don't miss, I don't mind the cold because if you can dress up warm, depending on what you have to do. I wouldn't want to work outside though, but yeah, or like, I don't mind driving in winter either. However, it's harder when like there's fresh snow and everything else. Once the roads are done and stuff, it looks nice with the snow and everything else. But yeah, sometimes I wish, like when I lived on the prairies, I wish that it would just like snow and snow and snow. Like say in like November or whatever, just snow and snow and snow and have lots of snow. It'll look nice and it just stayed that way for winter without snowing more. So then you didn't have to shovel, you didn't have to drive on new snowy roads or in, whiteout conditions like that and stuff like that. But it still looked nice. Here, we just don't get much snow. So you know that when it does snow, I'm like run out there with my camera to make it look like I've taken winter pictures, but it might only be one day, if not a few hours of a little bit of snow cover. But it was nice when Mom and Melody were here back in the day of December 2017. And while they were here, there was snow on the ground, which for a bit of it, which was cool because, again, it doesn't snow much here, so they got to see snow here. Not that they don't see enough snow there. So, what else? I can't think of anything. Before I go upstairs, I need to check my calendar and make sure I'm not missing anything that needs to be done. I know there's something on the 6th that I need to look up. Anyways, we have 10 minutes left, and I know it's supposed to be a rambling hour, but I don't know if I can ramble for 10. I mean, I can, but I don't want it to be too boring. I know that with my death talk, which I do at the end of the program, because then, you know, if Mom wants to shut off, she knows that that's what we're going to talk about now. But funeral planning, death talk, we already talked about the Many Faces Have Made, the book that I'm reading right now. But, and then I said that we might just go over the questions that I had before. Now, this is similar to a question that I did have before, but I heard it on a podcast that I listened to. Sometimes they have random questions, and this one comes up sometimes. And they ask the guest, which is usually like a comedian or a movie star or whatever, TV actor, whatever. But the question is, do you think that the picture that they're going to use for your obituary or funeral has already been taken? So what that means is your very favorite picture of yourself or your picture in your prime, say maybe if you're over 40, maybe the photo that you think you looked your best was when you were in your 30s. Or do you want a current photo, or do you think that it's a photo that is way in the future that hasn't even been taken yet? So I like that question. So that's the question that we'll use today. Do you think the photo that is going to be used for your funeral and obituary has already been taken? Other than that, like I said, the next 2 weeks will be like sort of like St. Patrick's Day themed and colored, but that doesn't really affect you guys too much. It'll still just be me rambling. Like I said, I don't know, I might do some St. Patrick's Day crafts or kitchen stuff. Maybe we could do one of them from the kitchen. I'd like to have some more guests too, so I'll work on that as well now that I'm hopefully feeling better. I mean, I am feeling a bit better right now, but I just want to knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it. Me and my books and my candles are going to go upstairs to bed after I pick up all these packing peanuts that are on the floor here. And we will see you guys next week. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And if you just started watching or came halfway in the middle, you can, in a few minutes, this will be posted to my Facebook wall, and then you can start it from the beginning. And as I've said before, for those of you who can handle it, you can go down and there'll be a little cog on the bottom. You can click that settings and you can go to playback speed, and you can change it to double speed if you want to hear me talk even faster and get through my rambling hour in a rambling half hour. All right, I love you guys and have a great week. Enjoy March and what the spring has to offer and the beginning of some flowers popping up here and there and the snow melting hopefully. And we will see you guys next Sunday. All right, bye. I love you guys. Mom says, bye, Lisa. Love you. Love you too, Mom.